Hey guys, it's Evan from the Wildlife Brothers. Harrison's behind the camera.
What's going on, guys?
And we're out here today looking for one of our biggest targets on this trip, the southern black racer. Now the habitat we're in now is the sandhills scrubland, which is a perfect place to find the southern black racer. They're gonna be hanging out in all this underbrush here. So let's get out there and see if we can find any.
Rolling, go.
All right, dive. Get it, get it, get it! Got it. Yes! I got it, all right. This has been a huge target species for us. It's not even actually being that aggressive right now, right as I say that. Hey, buddy.
It might get your hand, but that's all right.
Fine. This is the southern black racer. All right, let's get it into a controlled environment. Let's take a look at it. So, slithering around my body right now is the southern black racer, one of our biggest targets for this trip. Now, this particular subspecies of black racer is found throughout Florida and the southeastern United States, though there are subspecies of black racers that can be found all along the East Coast. Now, this particular individual is probably out here feeding right now. It's pretty much midday. Let's see if I can just show you his head here. He's being a little bit wiry, and they're called racers for a reason. These guys are absolutely lightning quick. We've been trying to capture this guy all trip, so we're very excited. Now, southern black racers can grow to be anywhere from 20 to 56 inches in length. So as far as a fully grown adult goes, this one is actually quite small. So he probably still has a little more growing to do. And this is a very common species here in southern Florida that people will frequently interact with. They'll see them all the time around their house, in their backyard perhaps, and people do unfortunately have a tendency to be afraid of this species. They can be mistaken for something like a cottonmouth, but in reality this species is completely harmless and not something anyone has to be afraid of. Now, one easy way to tell this species apart from other venomous species is if you take a look at the pupils there, you can see that they're rounded in shape. That is characteristic of non-venomous snakes like colubrids, whereas venomous snakes are going to have vertical slits, which we've seen in other species as well.
And of course, the black racer really looks nothing like a venomous snake because they're so slender.
Exactly. They have that oval-shaped head, which is very characteristic of non-venomous snakes, a nice slender body, and you can see how amazingly smooth and shiny those black scales are. It allows them to move so fluidly through the underbrush, and that's one of the things that makes these guys so difficult to capture, is in the blink of an eye, they'll be in so much underbrush we'll never find them. So we're super, super lucky to have been able to capture this guy before he snuck away from us. So we found this guy in an area of sandhills, so that's one of the habitats that they prefer. They like open grassy areas, sometimes forests, but oftentimes it's gonna be sandhills, flatlands, and urban areas. And they are often found around water. Now, we are actually pretty close to the ocean right now, but this is perfect habitat for the black racer. And he is out here eating lizards, small mammals, and sometimes bird eggs as well. So in this area, my guess is that he's feasting on brown anoles. And one of the things that Evan mentioned is that the black racer is often known to be quite defensive when handled. They will musk, they'll strike. Most often when we see people handle these guys, they're taking bite after bite. But this guy is being remarkably placid for a black racer. You can just see that all he wants to do is get away. This is a gorgeous species, and look at that tongue going there. These guys are diurnal snakes. They are active predators, so they have fantastic vision. And when he flicks his tongue out, what he's doing is he's smelling and tasting the air. So what he does is he takes in scent particles out of the air and runs them over an organ in the roof of his mouth called a Jacobson's organ. So with that, he can detect where prey is, he can detect where predators are, and that's basically what he thinks we are. He thinks that we are gonna kill him, but in reality, we would never hurt this little guy. His only natural predators include things like larger snakes, birds of prey, and occasionally a turtle if they get by the water, but most often it's just birds and other snakes for the black racer. But with their incredible speed and tenacious attitude, they are not often being messed with by people. But he is absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at that black coloration, and one of the most distinct characteristics of the southern black racer is that white chin that is absolutely iconic for this species. And the fact that he's barely striking at me is just a testament to how each individual is a completely unique animal. So it has been an absolute treat to get to work with the southern black racer, one of the species we wanted to show you guys most here in southern Florida. So we're gonna give this guy a release in a second. We have a lot more content coming from Florida, a lot more down the pipeline. So make sure that you subscribe to the Wildlife Brothers, comment below what you thought about this beautiful snake, and we will see you guys in another episode. There he goes. Watch how fast this guy takes off. If we get a corn snake, I'm gonna musk.
I was rolling on that. That's outro footage.
The genuine truth. If we get a corn snake, I'm gonna musk.
I was rolling again. I really think Harrison's gonna musk you guys.